Excuse me. Good morning. It's Friday the 9th of March 2018, about 10 to 8 in the morning. I got a new DVD. Now, it's not a fun DVD or anything. I've talked about it before. SHOAH, a film by Cloud Lantzmann. This is not a jaunt around the park, it's a marathon. 9 hours. It's a documentary. Split into two parts, the first era and the second era. I'll talk about them in a second. To give you an idea what it's about, it says the Master of Cinema series is proud to present for the first time on DVD in the UK Claude Lanzmann's landmark documentary about the Holocaust, SHOAH. Lanzmann spent 12 years spanning the globe for surviving camp inmates, SS commandants and eyewitnesses to the final solution. Without dramatic reenactment or archival footage, but with extraordinary testimonies, SHOAH renders the step-by-step machinery of extermination, and through haunted landscapes and humans' voices, make the past come brilliantly alive. SHOAH is a work of genius, an heroic endeavour to humanise the inhuman, to tell the untellable, and to explore in unprecedented details the horrors of the past. It is an immensely disturbing experience, yet in its solemnity and beauty, not a morbid or disheartening one. There are few works of art which leave one for which such a deep appreciation for the preciousness and meaning of life. For those reasons, SHOAH is one of the most powerful and important films of all time. I've talked about this before. It's a series of interviews with survivors and the people that were there, the Nazi Party. Thing to remember about this is probably a lot of these people are now dead. So this is their testimonial. It's split into two parts, like I says, the first era and the second era. The first era starts with the shootings, the gas trucks, setting temples on fire with the Jewish population in. And that goes up to the 1942 1C conference, where the final solution is enacted. The second era is about the concentration camps. If I show you that there, those are some of the people that are actually interviewed. I have seen it before. It's one of them programs you have to put on, sit down and watch. It's no good keep taking a break to go and make a coffee or get a drink or a sandwich. It's something that you have to watch. There's also a book in it. I think, because there's so many chapters, detailing the chapters, quick biography of the people concerned. What I'm going to do at the end of this video, I've downloaded the trailer for this. I'll put it on. For anybody out there that says the Holocaust didn't happen, Holocaust denialists, well, they're not going to be interested in watching this, but it's not a comfortable thing to watch. There's another DVD that I'm going to get called Conspiracy, and it's a dramatisation by the BBC and HBO, and It's about the 1942 1C conference, and I'm going to have to move the camera because I've got the details on the computer. It says plot summary. Based on the only surviving record of the infamous 1942 1C conference, the BBC and HBO produced Conspiracy reconstructs the 2-hour meeting during which leading members of the SS and Nazi government made definitive plans for the genocide of the Europe's Jews. 16 men sit round a table and politely discuss the mechanics and ramifications of murdering millions. As SS General Reinhard Heydrich, overall architect of the final solution, Kenneth Branagh is brilliant, charming, manipulative and threatening. A cultured man seemingly without a soul. As his aide, SS Colonel Adolf Eichmann, Stanley Tucci is the incarnation of the banality of evil, an efficient and self-effacing bureaucrat in a fine performance marred only by the hint of the actor's American accent. Colin Firth is a powerful foil for Branagh as Dr. Wilhelm Stuckart, author of the Nazi Germans' race laws and stickler for the rules of the law, no matter how insane the laws may have become. While David Threffel make a striking impression as the one man who comes closest to taking a moral stand, Dr. Wilhelm Kritzinger. So it's about the meeting that the Shoah film ends on, the first era, where they actually said there's this thing that we have to deal with. What I find quite disturbing, see if I can put this in without knacking the computer up. Yeah. Is when they're talking about the Jewish problem, they don't use the words people, human beings, or anything like that. They talk about product, processing. Already this dehumanizing effect. But like I said, Shoah, I can recommend anybody watching. There's some scenes in it that will make you, will bring the lump to the throat. That's the only way I can describe it. Definitely worth watching. I will be watching it, and I'll probably watch the first era one day, the second era the next day, because 9 hours is too much to watch. Because it does, in some respects, gets mentally exhausting. Listening to this testimony and listening to this testimony and listening to this testimony. It does actually get very, very mentally exhausting. And it is very emotional in places. Where these people are just going about their everyday life now. Well, when that was filmed. I think it was filmed 78. Came out. And they're just talking about their own dressed ordinary, doing ordinary jobs, and yet they're talking about this horror that went off. So what I'm going to do is going to upload this. I'm going to put a clip on the trailer for Shoah. I've also found a clip for the conspiracy where Kenneth Branagh does a bit of talking about it. And speak again soon.
Okna tego domku dziwnie w słońcu lśnią, jakbyś je oczy przechodzili łzą.
I am Heydrich, SS Chief of Reich Security Main Office and Rights Protector of Bohemia and Moravia. And welcome. Today each of us becomes a bearer of secrets.
Even amongst a group of men who committed the most extraordinary crimes, he was unique for the ferocity and the cruelty and the intensity of what he did.
We have a storage problem in Germany with these Jews. I have been asked to direct the release of Germany and all of Europe from the Jewish stranglehold, and I believe that together we will.
There is never any consideration of any larger moral dimension. Inside the man, there seems to be nothing.
We will not sterilize every Jew and wait for them to die. We will not sterilize every Jew and then exterminate the race. That's farcical. Dead men don't hump, dead women don't get pregnant. Death is the most reliable form of sterilization, put it that way.
Everything for Heydrich was an opportunity for personal advancement.
I love this house. And after the war, it will be my home.
He was able to assess other people's motivation, to use flattery with some, direct threat with others.
I suggest your advisor serve as an assistant to my man. That preserves the relative powers of our offices, does it not?
I suppose I've been acting now for nearly 20 years, and without question, playing Heydrich's been the most disturbing experience of that time.
Smile. It is a fine day.
Eichmann, SS Gestapo, Office of Jewish Affairs.
I always thought that it was coordinated from the very beginning, but it wasn't. It was very haphazard, really, until this meeting.
This meeting is not taking place.
He was very much a pen pusher at the time, and it was only later that you realized the impact that he ended up having.
Last summer, we ordered the construction of 20 mobile gassing trucks, using their redirected exhaust back into the chamber. In each truck, you can get in 40 to 60 Jews at a time. In fact, the more you have in, the faster it works.
These were the guys, I guess, who put the wheels in motion and kept them running.
Kenneth Branagh, Stanley Tucci, Conspiracy.
We have accomplished something.